Hey comic book fans, your pal David here to give you guys your comic fix. Now in my last video I did some reviews of Red Lanterns issue number 11, Danger Club issue number 3, and finally Animal Man issue number 11. So if any of these books entice you, I do have a video of it below and you guys can all check out my reviews there. In this video I'm going to be starting out with Justice League International issue number 11. The thing is about Justice League International is that it's going to be stopping after the 0 issue. It's going to be canceled for the 3rd wave. And I'm really sad to see that happen. When I first started reading this book, the book just did not grab me whatsoever. I was uninterested in the characters and in the stuff that they were doing. But over time, these characters have grown on me. So much that I think that they're a better team than what we see in the Justice League books. And that's amazing to say with the team that they have on Justice League, the main title in the DC Comics line. In this story, the story is that they are the Justice League International guys are on public execution from the main villain Breakdown. And you get to see them trying to escape. And when they escape, there's a big battle that happens. Now, will they all survive? Well, you just have to read this book just to find out. But there are some really great stuff in this book. Specifically the art. The art in here is so good for what the story is that you just feel all the hits that are happening. When the dialogue scenes happen, you just see all this emotion in their faces and everything is conveyed very well. And then you got Dan Jurgens, who's the writer of this book. He does some terrific dialogue with all these characters. And you could definitely tell he's coming into his own with these characters. Now, I'm sad to see it go. I wish that it would stay put, but it's not. So I'm going to have to give Justice League International issue number 11 a 4 out of 5. Definitely one of the best books in this Justice League International line. And I hope someday this book will come back with the same art and writing team. Now next up is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 689. In this issue, we see that Doc Connors, also known as the Lizard, has been cured of the Lizard. But is he fully cured? Well, in this issue, we find out that he's not. Is that yes, he may not be able to turn into a lizard, but the lizard is still in his mind. And you get this multi-personality. Now, if you have not watched the Amazing Spider-Man movie, you'll know that this is in that movie. There's also scenes in there where you see some characters turn into lizard-type characters, which you also saw in the movie. I know that Marvel likes doing this. When a movie comes out, they put out a book for those guys that are coming out of that movie, going to the comic book shop for the first time, and seeing on there, hey, on the stands, there's Spider-Man facing off against a lizard. I'll buy that because I saw that in the movie. That's all great. But why couldn't they done what they did with the Avengers? Where with the Avengers title, they put out a separate book with the same characters on the movie screen. And with that, it did not affect the storyline that was going on in the Avenger titles. So I was a little disappointed with that. But all in all, it was a pretty good story. The art, not terrific, but not bad by any means. And the writing by Dan Slott is really good. I did enjoy this book, but not as much as I could have. And I cannot wait till they're done with this Lizard arc so they can get back to what Dan Slott was doing prior. So I'm going to be giving Amazing Spider-Man issue number 689 a 3 out of 5. A good read, but if you've seen the movie, there's really no need to pick this up. Now to the book that I really, really hate. And I saved it for last, and that is Green Arrow issue number 11. The writer on this book is Anna Nocenti. She's going to be writing one of my favorite books in the new DC line called Catwoman. Judd Winnick is going to come on and write the 0 issue for Green Arrow, and Anna is going to come and write the 0 issue for Catwoman and go from there. And I'm really disappointed to see that because I loved what Judd Winnick was doing with Catwoman. And to see this garbage of a lady come onto Catwoman, it just sickens me. And I'm sorry to say that, but she's definitely not on any level as we've seen with Amanda Connor, Fiona Stables, and oh, what's her name? I can't remember her name, but she's the one who did the Secret Six. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I'll put something below saying who I meant to say, but you guys know who I meant to say. Well, anyways, so back to Green Arrow. Green Arrow is back in Seattle, and he finds out that there's a new crew in town who is just doing what he was doing before he left. And these are the Black Arrows. And so he's out to stop them. As he's stopping them, we get a lot of political statements throughout about the poor and the rich getting richer as the poor gets poorer. One thing I hate in comics is when they get political or too religious. Well, in this one they get really political, and it just, I could not enjoy this book whatsoever. Gail Simone, that's it. That's the person I was trying to think of. I'm sorry that I went off the tangent, but Gail Simone, that's who I is. She's not on any level as those three great women, artists and writers. Anyways, back to the book. So, what we get here is Green Arrow trying to stop these two Black Arrow crew members. There's nothing interesting here. The artwork, when you see this artist do faces or anything, he puts on so many lines in the facial structure of the people that it just makes them look really old or just really distorted. And I just hate that whole entire thing. And then with the uninteresting writing of Anna Nocenti, I just could not get into this book whatsoever. But with my video page, I made it my job to show you guys the good books and the bad books in the DC line. I will actually be still picking this book up, just until the day that comes that it's good again, and I can tell you guys it's safe to come outside, little kids, and come and enjoy the water once more. So, with that, I'm going to give Green Arrow issue number 11 a pathetic 1 out of 5. Just a god-awful book. But I'm still going to keep on reading so I can tell you guys when it's good to come back in. So, those were my final reviews of the week. In my next video, I'm going to be doing my top picks of the week. Some big DC comic news and Marvel news. And everything like that. So that you can expect that in my next video. Well, you guys know what to do. Subscribe up top, like on the bottom. My name's David, and you can follow me on Twitter at FalconXXL. Well, you guys know what to do. Subscribe up top, like on the bottom, and I'll see you on the next fix.